Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I am going to show you how to completely remove and replace the front brake pads from any Audi S8, S6, S7 out there, doesn't matter exactly which year it is. So today I am working on this Audi S8 from the year 2014, which has an engine 4.0 TFSI V8. And right here in this box I have the brand new brake pads for the front side and also from the rear side. And in today's video tutorial I am only going to show you all how to replace the brake pads on the front side, but maybe in the nearest future I'm going to show you all also how to replace the brake pads on the rear side on this kind of vehicle. So right here in this box I have the brand new brake pads which I bought for this kind of vehicle, and the manufacturer which I choose to go with is HOWTODO. This one it's a very high quality manufacturer, it's not very expensive, and in my opinion I think it's working perfectly fine with this kind of braking system and for this kind of vehicle. Alright everybody, so the first thing which you have to do to begin this kind of job is to go first inside the vehicle, and if your vehicle is equipped with a pneumatic suspension, you have to go into the menu, you have to put it into the tire change mode or into the wheel change mode, and only then after the suspension it's locked in one position, you can go ahead, you can lift the vehicle up and start working and replacing the parts which you have to replace on the vehicle. Alright everybody, so from this moment the pneumatic suspension on this kind of vehicle is locked in one position, and because of that I'm able to lift the entire front end of the vehicle up. I'm going to place it on a jack stand like I did right here, and now I'm going to remove the front wheel, I'm going to remove the caliper, and I'm going to start replacing the brake pads on this kind of vehicle from start to finish. After you completely remove the front wheel and place it away, the next thing which you'll have to do is to take a screwdriver or something which will not damage the paint on the caliper. You'll have to put it between the brake pads, and in this way you are going to pull just a little bit the brake pads to the exterior of the caliper, just to make sure that they are not squeezed anymore over the brake disc, and just to make sure that the caliper will come after that very easy from the brake disc after you completely remove the bolts which are securing it mounted in place. So as you can see right here, I'm using a small screwdriver and the end of this hammer, which is made by rubber, and you have to put it between the two brake pads. You have to squeeze them out, and then they will push the piston from the caliper inside just a little bit, and it will create you enough space to pull it out from the brake disc. Also, I recommend you all to turn the steering wheel into the opposite direction, just to make sure that you have enough space to pull the breaker bar and remove the two bolts. From the inside of the caliper, you have two 21mm bolts, which are securing the caliper mounted to the hub and mounted to the brake disc. After you completely remove the bolts which are securing the caliper attached to the carrier or to the hub, I recommend you all to put something right underneath to support the weight of it, because it is very heavy and it's very difficult to work with it while you are holding it in place. So just put something underneath to hold it in place, and then start removing the brake pads from inside of the caliper. Okay everybody, so right here as you can see, the caliper is completely removed out from the brake disc, and from the hub it was secured with only two bolts from the inside, and as you can see the brake pads are inside the caliper. And after that, the next thing which you'll have to do is to take a regular piston press. In my case I'm using a regular one which is used for most of the calipers out there, doesn't matter exactly which manufacturer or which type it is. In my case the tool which I'm using is looking like this one. I'm using it at an angle, and in this way I'm able to push the piston and the brake pads back inside the caliper, and after I'm going to see that the pistons are completely pushed all the way into the caliper, I'm going to stop, I'm going to remove it, and after that I'm going to pull out the brake pads and I'm going to replace them with brand new ones. After you completely push all the pistons back into the caliper and you see that the pistons are flush with the caliper from the inside, you'll have to go ahead, you'll have to take a flat screwdriver and you have to put it between the brake pad and between the caliper, but make sure to don't damage the paint or the caliper. And then you have to push it just a little bit inside because it has an anti-rattle spring which is mounted over the top of the brake pads, and if this anti-rattle spring is not pushed back in, you are not going to be able to remove them. So just make sure to push them in just a little bit into the caliper, and then with a flat screwdriver or with your bare hands you'll have to slide them out from the mounting bracket, and in this way you are going to be able to remove it like I just did right here, and following the exact same method you'll have to install the brand new ones into their place. As you all can see, in my case, the brake pads came out pretty easy. I didn't have to force anything. So from this moment, the next thing which I'm going to do is to clean the inside of the caliper with some brake cleaner. I'm going to make sure that everything is cleaned and looking very nice. And then I'm going to install back this anti-rattle spring from the inside to the exterior. And then I'm going to proceed with the installation of the brand new brake pads. Okay everybody, so as also the brand new brake pads are installed correctly into the caliper. It can be a little bit difficult to hold the caliper with only one hand and with the other hand to push the brake pad inside it, but it can be done, it's not impossible. And after you completely install the brake pads into the caliper, you'll have to put the caliper back over the wheel hub and then you'll have to secure it in place. I'm going to put right here on the screen the tie spec for the bolts which are securing the caliper attached to the carrier or to the hub. And after the caliper will be completely secured back to the vehicle, I'm going to replace the brake pad wear sensor with a brand new one. And after that, I will proceed on the other side of the vehicle and I'm going to replace also the brake pads on the front side. On this kind of vehicle, it's not important which kind of sensor you are using for the brake pad wear sensor. Doesn't matter if you put the sensor from the back on the front or if you put the front sensor into the back, they will all work perfectly without showing any errors on the dashboard. Okay everybody, so as you can see right here, the job is complete and 100% done in my case on the right front side. As you can see, the brake pads are installed correctly over the caliper is tightened and secured like it's supposed to be installed from the factory back over the carrier. I also installed a brand new brake pad wear sensor, and right here on the right side I'm done 100%. I also finished this kind of job on the left side. And as you can see, everything from the left side to the right side is completely replaced. The brand new brake pads are installed back over the vehicle. The brand new sensors are installed correctly and back over the vehicle. On this kind of vehicle, you don't have to reset anything using the diagnostic tool. If you replace the brake pads and the brake pad wear sensors, all the errors which you had related to the worn brake pads will disappear by itself on the dashboard, so there is nothing to worry about it. And with all of these things being said, those are all the things and all the steps which you have to do and follow if you want to completely remove or replace the front brake pads from any Audi S6, S7, S8, doesn't matter exactly which year it is. In today's episode, I showed you all how to replace all of these things on this Audi S8 from the year 2014. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.